If you've always dreamed of doing a book, or you always felt like a book would be a nice thing to have for your legacy, the possibility is there to do it all yourself.
The 6 reasons that we collectively believe that video creators should write a book helps you focus on a single topic. What I found is by taking the time that I took to write the book, it really helped me focus on a single topic, which in my case was live streaming.
You've now totally organized your thoughts in terms of chapters, sections, paragraphs, and now you have a game plan that easily fits into a course. It fits into how you can go about distributing other types of content. Let me go back to audio. Okay, I can do some videos on that. Let me get back to the basics. That's one of the key things about writing a book now. It doesn't have to be 800 pages. It's what works for the reader, and what works for the reader is being able to consume that material and then apply it.
It's the modern day business card.
We go to conferences, we go to events, we meet people, we network. Sure, you can hand somebody a business card, or you have your digital business card or your link tree or whatever you use, and maybe they remember, maybe they don't. But when they have a book from somebody sitting right there on their desk in their office, it's a huge differentiator. You know, there's nothing like being able to hand out your book and say, I wanted to give you a copy of my book. Whether they read it or they don't read it, it's just a huge differentiator.
It extends your expertise to a new audience. I am all about YouTube. I love YouTube. It's where I learn stuff. It's where I'm entertained. I spend a ton of time on it. I watch it on my TV. It's my core platform. You get so focused on that. But there's people, I hope this doesn't shock anybody, but there's people in the world that don't know who you are or me. You have this ability to extend your expertise or your experience. Everybody's got expertise in something or experience to a whole new audience of people that may be looking for something that you could write about.
Amazon is the world's third biggest search engine. So we know Google is one, we know YouTube is two. Get yourself on Amazon, show up in that Amazon search, and come into contact with a whole world of people who just aren't on the path that would cross your YouTube channel or your other social media. They go to Amazon to learn how to do something, perhaps maybe not to a YouTube search.
It elevates your authority in your industry.
You have a book, you're an author, you wrote a how-to book on live streaming or a book on trends in digital media or so forth. You are now a better candidate to get offered a speaking gig. And I know this from booking guests on shows. The book goes to the top of the bio or close to it. Anybody who's got a relatively recent book or a book that did well or is known in their industry, people have to look at things as a shorthand, like, how do I determine who should speak here? Or how do I determine who should be a guest on my show? Well, he wrote a book about live streaming. I can sell that to my audience. It definitely elevates you, both the process of it, because you can talk to people in your industry. It gives you an opening and builds your network. But also just the fact of having it in your bio gives you a leg up perhaps on competition when people have to choose.
The ability to create more content from your book. And here's what I mean. I started doing this strictly as writing a book. And I had this thought of, let me do an ebook and a paper book at the same time. And then it hit me. Now that I've done the work, if you will, my next 2 steps of this is I'm going to turn this into an audiobook. There's the script.
Right.
And I'm going to turn this into an online course because the material is written. Any type of book could be turned into an online course, a blog post, parts of a newsletter. And I just think you can do more with it.
The paperback versions of my book have graphic quotes, which are perfect for sharing when the book comes out, sharing on social media. So that's a content and repurposing. Being that you're the number one author, basically the only author, you can go right through your own script and create an audiobook. And that's an opportunity to earn more money because
Yeah.
it's another thing that people will buy.
Tools that make self-publishing possible.
First of all, there's no gatekeeper. You don't need to get a publisher. You don't need anybody to approve what you're doing other than to be within the confines of what Amazon KDP or whomever else you upload to. But you can do an ebook, you can do a paperback, and use all the tools that KDP offers to upload it, to sell it, print on demand through KDP. So you don't have to buy a whole bunch of copies ahead of time and then sell them out of the back of your car. You can, you get charged for the printing when someone buys. Essentially, it comes out of the revenue from the book. So you're not losing money on that. There are great interior designers who are affordable. There are book cover artists who are affordable, and you don't even have to be a writer to do a good book. There are a lot of people who will actually talk their book and then clean up the writing, or they will take it from podcasts and live streams.
If you're a video creator and you're even thinking about writing a book, try it, do it. I mean, it's just like video. You don't know how it's going to be until you put it out there. I really appreciate you watching. Subscribe if you want to for more. And remember, keep creating. See you next time.